Welcome YouTube customer. In this video, I will try to present the 4 different tools using the new UOPY driver. These 4 tools, 2 tools using the TK Inter as GUI interface to export and import data. But sometimes you want to use in the command mode without any GUI interface, so you can automatically to export the data file or import the data file. So inside the tool, the first you need to the Python on your environment, either Windows or Unix, even MacBook OS is still working fine for Python environment. So you can run, if you don't have UOPY driver installed on your Python environment, you can run Python space -m space pip space install space UOPY to install UOPY driver on your environment. Then I using the very specific data format is the JSON data format. So the format, the file, the first line will contain all the connection information. The second line, I need to decide this data file is the file or dictionary. Sometimes I also want to partially export the data. I need to specify the dictionary item. Then the front cell line is actually the U2 data or U2 dictionary. So how can I using UOPY to generate the JSON data format? I using 2 major different functions. One is called read records or rename fields function. These 2 functions is very different. One function, when you read records, is read the multiple record based on the ID, but all the export data is native data without any conversion. If using the rename field function, so you can work with I-type field, a virtual field, it will based on the conversion code to generate the correct output format. So based on the file, you can have a multiple option to, you can select the D-type field or you can select the field column. I will show you later on. So for the export, basically the program, one is for using the TK Inter GUI interface, the other is command mode. Same thing for import U2 file. So these 2 files have so many options. If you use a TK Inter, you can put all the configuration file on the UOPY file export.cfg or without any configuration file. So you have option to select a file, dictionary, and also for the dictionary right now for this demo program, only all the field. You cannot choose the partial dictionary, but a file, you can choose the partial field to export. Also, if you're familiar with the select statement, you can put the criteria, then you can export partial data file. And you can just export to the one JSON data text file. Same thing for the command. They have so many options. I will show you one by one. If you put all the command, you can export file or you can export dictionary. Very similar. You have UOPY file import tool to import the export data. We just export it, and you can import to another machine or another file, and you can import either file or dictionary. Same thing, you also have a command mode option. So I will try to show you one by one. So first, I need to create a two very simple temporary file. I already created. One is called test2, so it's nothing there. Another is called test3. So it just created any is a static file or dynamic file. It doesn't matter. I create it, so I can try to export, import the data to this sample data file. So first, I like to using the first one. The first demo will be export. So after you run this command, it will look like this. So it's using the tkinter is GUI interface. The first, you can choose Unidata or Universe. And I select to Universe, and I just make a connection. So it's output. So you can choose any file. For right now, I can choose a customer file. The first one is very simple. I just choose the. You can choose multiple data file. The first one I choose in customer file. Then I choose all digital field items. So you just export. By default, it's 10 folder. You can switch to another folder. They have a default output file name. So I just export. So let's try records automatic export the data to a temp folder. So also you can, if you want to export partial data, so you can using select, for example, like this. I using the select statement, so I can export partial data. So I think export to, so only two record. The last name start is M. So if you look at the output data, you will see the very different. So I will show you the data. It's M. So last name will start M is Morris, MCCAG. So that's the partial output. If you choose the let's another one, I will show you. You can select the partial field. So for example, I can right now it's field. If I want to select just only partial field, for example, you can select the first name, last name, custom ID. Custom ID must be choose because key ID. So that's the two field. So I can export. So I export, but I only export a partial field. So if you look at the partial field, you will see only the first name and last name. So you will see the difference. So come back to export dictionary. So the dictionary option, you can select the dictionary. So it's dictionary, then will be automatic export all the data file to the temp folder. So when you don't know what kind of function here, and also have a simple help to understand the output. So that's all the functionality, how that implements. So if you have, you can look at a help button to get some idea how this tkinter tool work. So let's just for export demo. The next I will show you it's on the command mode. So for the command mode, first one is very simple, and just using this is a command. Same thing for exports, but all the information is defined at UOPY export cmd.cfg configuration file. So they will know which one will output and where's the file selected, or you can specify I can show you it's a state file. That's another way. Just same thing, but I want to export the state file. So let's just command mode to export a state file. So also you can want to export dictionary. So you can put the additional parameter called dic. Let's just last one called dict. Then we export a dictionary. Right now this demo is just state file. So all the output it will go to the temp folder. So you go back to temp folder, you will see they have a multiple. I output the state file, U2 dictionary. Also have a U2 state. That's the dictionary. So if you click, you will see this U2 dic.json U2 file. If you look at the dictionary, so I can select I'm looking for. So that's the dictionary output. So just looking for that's the dictionary output. So if you look at the dictionary output, you will see the first line. It will be a connection information. You will know this file is come from where to output is the data. The second line is a little bit different. So if you the dictionary, you will see the dic file name equals states or dictionary is every field. So you will see the dictionary. If you choose another one is data file, you will see the difference. So here's the data file format. So you see you will call the file called states and all dictionary field. So it's a little bit different. So I already explained a little bit. We using two different UOPY function. One is called read records. So this one using the read records. If another one using the parser, then I will show you a little bit different things. For example, I want to show you is this one. This one, if using the specify the name, for example, the file name is called course, but if you're looking for the dictionary, I choose the partial. For example, you will call dates and call time. The JSON file is format already is the date format and time format. It's not original U2 date format or U2 time format. So next, I will try to present is called another program called import. So for example, if you using the GUI interface, so that's another one. Is for import function. For the import function, it's very similar for imports. So for example, so I can decide to which file you want to import. So I can select, for example, I can choose the state file, maybe simple. So for example, I can select state, oh, okay, let's call U2 dictionary. So that's the dictionary. So if I want to import state U2 dictionary, but original is come from state file, it automatically recognize it's state file. So right now I want to go to the test2. I will recreate it. So basically I just import it. So it's automatic import the state dictionary to test2 file. If I want to select another file called the data file called U2 state U2 file, so that's the U2 file we output. Then I know original state file, but I want to import to state test2. So after I import it, everything is moved to copy the dictionary or data file to the test2. So we can go back to universe, and you just looking for test2. So here's the text2. So you see we export the states file to the JSON file. Right now I'm using import tool to import states JSON data back to the test2 file, YouTube file. Successful. The next one, you can use in the command mode to import something. So for example, you can do this way. For example, you can use in the command mode, and this one is something you can import based on the configuration file to import the data. So I will show you. This one's pretty big. You can import the data to YouTube server. Oh, this one, if don't have any configuration file, you need to enter the JSON file. So for example, I want to TMP. I can decide which JSON file I want to import it. So for example, I want to import I just try to import the same file. So for example, like a states, they have a course. We just import course states and YouTube file. States YouTube. My name sorted my name. So we have on this machine I have so many files called states underscore YouTube file dot JSON. So basically you just said states YouTube file dot JSON. So it based on the information, but the password is hide it. So I need to specify the password. So it's same thing. You can update import the state file back to the original state file. Another one I want to show you is a multiple imports. So you can buy one is easy way to same thing using the all the syntax, all the parameter. So I try to import the state file and to test2 file. So it's the same thing, import to state file. And you also can import the YouTube file or dictionary file. So next, I will show you a little bit different using the command mode. Using the command mode, you can import the file one by one, but also I want to using wildcard situation. For example, I have members, the file, the dictionary already have members, the dictionary JSON file, and I also have three members YouTube file 1, 2, 3. I want to the first file have 1,000 records, 2,000 records, and 500 records. So I want to using the one command to export all the data into the test2 data. So if you show you the members here, the members I have a dictionary. I have the YouTube file 1, 2, 3. So I can run one command and to export all the data to test2. So I will show you the command. So this is the command. That's the batch file. And the first will import the dictionary. The next will be import the 1,000 records, and I will import another 1,000 record. I import another 500 records. So I can import the million record data to your live system and just using the one command. So if you go back to look at the we know it's an import to test3s. So here test3. So here's is we just import from the JSON file to test3. So all the sample code you can download from description field. You can update the sample codes, all source code, so you can change it and update it to your environment. So hopefully you can enjoy this video. Also learn how to using the UOPY. You can right now I'm using the export import to demo the UOPY function, but you can very easy to modify UOPY function to working on your environment.